Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel Achieving Alpha. And in this particular video, we are going to talk about gamma scalping, or basically, I will share an example of how I made rupees 31k in about 60 minutes using gamma scalping. So basically, in this particular trade, my reward was about 31,550 and the risk involved was 8,500. I also need to talk about the risk. Talking just about the reward is not fair. So I will share why I took this particular trade and we will talk about my reasoning before entering this trade. The probability was very low, but I was okay with the risk which I had defined. And even if the SL was hit, which had a very high probability that it would, so I was okay with that. So some important things before we look into my trade. So as mentioned, the probability is really low and you should have a strict SL and you should stick to it. Otherwise, be ready to lose out the entire option premium because you are basically fighting against the time here. Now we are doing this an hour or two before the expiry and you know that theta is very high at that particular time. So if the desired move doesn't happen, you will lose out on your entire premium. So it's better to have a defined risk and take the stop loss rather than losing the entire premium. So one more time, think about risk is to reward before initiating the trade. I will also share the high of the options which I had bought and you will be amazed to see that. But in this case, you will see that my risk is to reward ratio was roughly around 1 is to 3.6, which is really good. The third point is very important. And if you are in the markets for quite some time, you would have seen that on many Thursdays or basically the weekly expiries, you would have observed that if the market has been sideways till afternoon, specifically till 1:30 p.m. when the European markets open, there is a very good chance of a wild swing on either side. Am I saying this based out of intuition? No. The reasoning behind that is due to short covering or due to long unwinding. So if you have a look at the post which I shared today, so I had told you that the market has been extremely range bound till now and there was a lot of indecisiveness. And so there was a very high probability of a blast on either side in the afternoon. And the reason was simply because either of short covering or long unwinding, which today was long unwinding, but yeah, this could happen and there is a very high chance. So these are the days where you should be looking at doing gamma scalping. So enough about the theoretical points. Now let's try to understand about short covering or long unwinding. Okay, so let me explain with an example. So this is the option chain for today's expiry, which is 8th of April. And till afternoon, you would have observed that Nifty was trading mostly between 14,900 to 15,000. Now, what happened in such a scenario? Now, 14,900 was acting as a strong support. So a lot of the people wrote the put here. And remember, when you're writing a put, your view is bullish and you expect that Nifty will stay above 14,900. So this put open interest was more than 7 million once. And basically on the call side, a lot of people were confident about 15,000 being a strong resistance. So this open interest was more than 8 million. Now what will happen in either cases? Scenario 1, that Nifty starts going above 15,000. What happens in such a case? If let's say that 8 million people have returned their calls and if Nifty has crossed 15,000, or in other words, the 15,000 call option has become in the money, so 8 million people will be trapped. Now what will happen? If Nifty sustains above 15,000, then these people will start seeing losses and now they will start squaring off their positions. Now to square off their positions, if they had shorted a call, what they have to do? They have to buy the call again. And when the call buying happens in such a huge quantity, that is 8 million, all of them will not square off, but let's say even 3 million or 4 million people try to square off, then we'll see some heavy call buying and that will push Nifty further up. So this is what is called short covering. What we saw today was the opposite of this, which is long unwinding. So 14,900 had a heavy port open interest, and basically what happened was that once Nifty started sustaining below 14,900, all of these people were trapped, and then what they will do? They will just buy their particular put which they have sold to square off their position. So the long unwinding fall occurred. So what will happen basically is that on expiry, if the market is very much sideways or range bound till afternoon, then there is a high probability of a wild swing on either side. Hope I tried to justify the point and you understood it. Then the next point which you need to know is you need to understand delta. which is very much important. Now why? Because basically if you don't understand delta, you won't understand gamma, and then if you don't understand gamma, there is no point of watching this video. So delta is basically option buyer's best friend, if I could say. So people say that theta is option seller's best friend. I say that delta is option buyer's best friend. Delta is basically the rate of change of option price with respect to underlying. So, and gamma is basically one more step ahead of that. So it is rate of change of delta. So what happens basically is that the gamma values, especially at the ATM levels, increase drastically as we come close to the expiry. So even a small movement in the underlying causes a large movement in the option prices. And that's what happened today. And that's what we'll see with example. So the main takeaway from this slide is that you should try to do this when the market is sideways till afternoon, and then there is basically a high probability of a wild swing on either direction. So basically, that's one of the reasons why people advise you to square off naked straddles or strangles before the afternoon session. Because if the morning session has been pretty silent and range bound, these people who would have shorted straddles or strangles would already have been in decent profits. And if at all they don't want to lose out on their profits before a wild move occurs, they should square off their positions. And one more thing, that this is not a jackpot strategy. And as I mentioned, that this has a very less or really less chances of being successful. So you will fail majority of the times. But there are certain things which you can see. Uh, Importantly, this is the most important factor which will make you successful a lot of times. Because see, short covering or long unwinding will happen because either ways, the people who have shorted their call or put will at some point try to book profits, and for that they will have to square off their positions. And when so many people square off their positions at once, a fall or basically a wild swing on either direction is expected. So why did I take the trade today? Was it purely based out of intuition? No, it wasn't. So as I mentioned, that market was extremely range bound till afternoon, and one of the things which caught my eye was the sudden spike in USD INR. And as I have talked about this numerous times, that there is a strong inverse correlation of USD INR with Bank Nifty. So the above would put pressure on the market, and there was a huge OI buildup on 14900 put option, as I mentioned. And basically, once Nifty started sustaining below 14900, we saw long unwinding, which triggered a further fall. And Bank Nifty was also failing to sustain higher and had a strong resistance in 33,150 to 33,250 zone, and it was not able to go above that. And as I mentioned, that risk is to reward was very much favorable for me. So I didn't had a risk of more than roughly about 8.5k, but the reward which I had planned was roughly about 30,000, and which I achieved. So even if I would have lost 8.5k, I was okay with it and I had no issues. So let's see at the trades. So basically, this was the trade which I took. So you can see that at roughly about 1:18 p.m., I bought 150 quantity of the 14950 put option at 31.48. Then after 2 minutes, it came down. So I averaged it and I bought 150 quantity more. And then finally at 125, I bought another lot. So basically, I worked in 5 lots today. And so basically my average buying price came out to be 27.62, as you can see, and my whole stop loss for this one was at 11 rupees. So if at all it would have touched 11 rupees, which there was a very high possibility, but I mentioned the reasons why I entered this particular trade, and that's why I took it. So I was okay with risking rupees 6,000. Now the target I placed was rupees 49, because there was a huge OI on 14,900, as I mentioned. So I did not expect that to break, and the time value remaining in this particular option would be very less. So even if we consider only the intrinsic value, and even if Nifty was taking support at 14,900, so this would have touched 50. Although you would be shocked to know that this particular option made a high of 126, but you can never sell at the exact high. That is really not possible. So I sold this at 49, and basically my reward was 8250, and the risk is to reward was 1 is to 1.38 in this particular trade. I wanted to wait further, but I was not very convinced that 14,900 would break. Although I knew that if it breaks, so basically we will saw long unwinding, which we ultimately saw. But again, I was happy with 49 because this risk is to reward was acceptable to me. And Nifty, we generally don't see such wild movements. But the main concern was Bank Nifty, because there is an inverse correlation with USD INR, and it is obvious that if bank nifty falls drastically, so nifty will also have some effect, if not a lot. So let's talk about the trade on bank nifty. So bank nifty, again, I bought 100 quantity at about 1:41 p.m. at this particular price, and then at 1:40 I bought 100 more because the USD INR was rising further, and I had a strong conviction that bank nifty would fall from here on. So the average buying price here was 32.5, and now this is where the game changes, or this is the game changer for me. Now here I have a stop loss of only 20 rupees, and with 200 quantity, that translates to roughly a risk of about just 2500. Isn't that amazing? And I was ready to take a target of 149, and you will be amazed to see that this particular option hit a high of 300 rupees. That is roughly 10 times from the buying price which I had. So this would have been a really good option price to square it off at, but as I mentioned, that squaring off exactly at the high is really not possible. So this is the case where my risk is to reward was 1 is to 10, and this was the case that if I, even if I had hit a stop loss of 20 rupees, I wasn't bothered much, but I was willing to take this target, which I indeed achieved. So I basically squared off one lot at 190, I squared off another one at 142, and I squared the remaining at 149. So this is how you see that you can make use of gamma scalping, because what happens is when gamma value will become really high as we go close to expiry, you will have a really good chance, because what happens is that if someone is even selling this option, so all the theta has been almost gone away from this particular option, and now the risk of gamma is too much. So again, I really highly suggest you to not sell these particular options when the expiry is close, because one such move will really ruin you. So you can see that the option became almost 10 times, and this hasn't happened for the first time today. If you go and have a look at the historical expiries, this has happened a lot many times, and this is why you should just refrain from selling these particular options. So I hope you like this particular video and you learned something out of it, and hopefully you can also try to do gamma scalping whenever you see such opportunities, and just be careful about the stop loss and please adhere to it, otherwise be ready to lose the whole premium that you have paid. So I hope you like this particular video and you gained something out of it. If you did, please consider pressing the like button, and if you're new here and coming here for the first time, subscribe to this channel for more such content. Thank you so much for watching till the end. Have a good day, take care, and bye bye.